Let's start with the obvious. Life isn't easy. Every day, you wake up and face a series of challenges. From work stress, complicated relationships, to unexpected troubles that you can't predict. But what if I told you that these adversities are not your enemies? On the contrary, they are the greatest teachers you can have. Yes, adversities are your greatest teachers. They not only shape you, but also help you grow and become wiser with each step of your life. You may think that these hardships only bring pain and loss, but if you look at them from a different perspective, you will see that they contain invaluable lessons. Let's face it, none of us can avoid difficult times in life. It's not how many difficulties you encounter, but how you deal with them that matters. You can choose to avoid it, blame your fate, or you can stand up, face it, and turn it into an opportunity to grow. Let's start by understanding adversity better. In difficult times, we tend to focus on the negative, feeling of helplessness, fear, and the worries about the future. But if you stop and look closely, you will realize that every challenge brings an opportunity. This is not only a chance for you to prove your strength, but also an opportunity for you to learn and grow. You may think this sounds cliché, but let me take you back to ancient Rome when Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous philosophers of Stoicism, faced great challenges in his life. During his reign, Rome faced a terrible pandemic, along with wars and traumatic personal events. However, instead of letting these difficulties defeat him, Marcus Aurelius chose to look at them from a different perspective. He did not just see adversity as an obstacle, but also as an opportunity to train himself and become stronger. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations that, "It is not unfortunate that this happens, but fortunate that this happens to me." This quote contains great power. It shows that adversity is not something to be afraid of, but an opportunity for you to prove yourself, to practice patience and perseverance. But why is adversity so powerful? The answer lies in the fact that adversity forces you to face yourself, to ask difficult questions and find real answers. When everything is going well, we easily forget to look at and evaluate ourselves. We often feel complacent, thinking that we know everything, have done everything right. But it is when we face difficulties that we are truly confronted with our limitation, and from there, we begin to learn and grow. To illustrate this, let me tell you the story of Florence Nightingale. Born into a wealthy family, Florence had everything a young woman in the 19th century could want: wealth, status, and respect. But that did not satisfy her. Florence felt that she had a greater calling: to help others through nursing. In the social context of the time, nursing was not a respected profession, especially for a woman of high social standing like Florence. But she did not give up. Florence Nightingale faced opposition from her family, society, and even herself. But instead of giving up, she used those difficulties as motivation to move forward. She taught herself, researched, and eventually revolutionized the nursing profession. Her tireless efforts brought about huge improvements in modern medicine, especially in patient care. Florence Nightingale not only changed the lives of thousands of people, but also left a legacy that we still benefit from today. Florence Nightingale's story is a clear example that adversity is not just a challenge to overcome. It is also a lesson, an opportunity to train yourself and become the best version of yourself. You may think this is obvious, but take a look at your own life. How many times have you faced difficulties and learned something from them? How many times have you thought you could not overcome them, but you did? It is those moments that have shaped who you are today. One of the most important factors in the face of adversity: patience. Patience is not only the ability to wait without worrying, but also the ability to maintain faith and determination throughout the time of facing challenges. In Stoic philosophy, patience is considered one of the most important virtues. It is the key to overcoming all difficulties, because not everything will always go your way. Imagine you are a pine tree. Your seeds are protected by a hard resin layer which is very difficult to break. But this resin layer will melt when exposed to high temperatures. Only fire is strong enough to do that. Fire may hurt the pine tree, but it is also the element that helps release the seeds, paving the way for new life to begin. In life, adversity is that fire. The challenges and difficulties we face are not something in vain. It is through adversity that we can discover the potential strength within ourselves. Without difficult times, we would never know how resilient we are. You may have experienced times when everything seems to be against you. Your carefully prepared plans are suddenly canceled. Goals that seemed within reach become out of reach, and sometimes consecutive failures make you lose faith in yourself. At times like that, it is inevitable to feel discouraged. But remember, we always have a choice in how we react to difficulty. You can choose to give up, or you can choose to face and overcome them. One of the Stoic philosophies that Marcus Aurelius applied was, "What stands in your way is the way." It sounds simple, but this contains a very profound meaning. The obstacles you encounter are not obstacles that prevent you from moving forward, but in fact, they are stepping stones that help you reach higher. Instead of seeing difficulties as obstacles, see them as opportunities to improve yourself. When you face difficulties with a positive attitude, you will realize that each obstacle is a valuable lesson. It teaches you patience, perseverance, and the ability to be creative in finding solutions. More importantly, it helps you grow each day. But to do this, you need to have courage. Courage is not only about facing obvious dangers, but also the ability to stand firm in the face of daily challenges. It is about persevering with your values and mission, even in the face of opposition and hardship. There are times in life when we face difficult choices. You can choose to ignore injustice or stand up for what you believe is right. This requires a lot of courage. Courage is not just about facing great danger, but also about standing up for yourself in small, everyday situations. Think about the times you stood up for yourself or someone else. It might have been standing up for a friend who was being bullied, or refusing to participate in something you knew was wrong. These small acts may not get much attention, but they are examples of courage in everyday life. Remember this: every time you face a challenge, it is an opportunity to practice patience and perseverance. You will never know how strong you are until you face a challenge. Look at the times you have overcome challenges. How did you do it? By standing up, facing it, and fighting. That is the only way to grow. An indispensable element in the face of adversity is acceptance. But not passive acceptance, but acceptance with gratitude. That is the spirit of amor fati, philosophy from Stoicism that I want to share with you today. Amor fati means loving and accepting your fate. Not passive acceptance, but looking at everything that happens in life with gratitude. Whether it is joy or sadness, success or failure, everything has a reason to exist in our lives. When we truly accept our fate with gratitude, we will see that even hardships bring valuable lessons. Sometimes a door closes to open new opportunities, new paths that we had not previously thought of. Try to think about the times you have faced hardships and how they have helped you grow. That is the power of amor fati. You can start practicing amor fati in your daily life by simply changing the way you look at challenges. Instead of asking, "Why me?" try asking, "What can this teach me?" This small change will help you see things in a more positive, gentle way. Life may not be perfect, and we cannot control everything that happens, but we can control how we react. Amor fati is not just about accepting fate, but also about finding joy in every situation, turning every challenge into an opportunity to grow and love yourself more. Remember, life is only truly meaningful when we know how to appreciate every moment. Whether it is joy or sadness, courage is a choice. It does not only appear in great or dangerous moments, but is shown through small, everyday things. Courage is when you face difficulty, not backing down from challenges, big or small. Start with simple things. You do not need to wait for a big opportunity to prove your mettle. Courage is present when you firmly defend what is right, speak up when you see injustice, or protect the weak. That is when you speak the truth, even though you know that it may not be easy or supported by many people. In life, we are sometimes faced with difficult choices. You can choose to ignore injustice or stand up for what you believe is right. This requires a great deal of courage. Courage is not only about facing great danger, but also the ability to stand your ground in small, everyday situations. Think about the times you have stood up for yourself or someone else. It might have been when you spoke up for a friend who was being bullied or refused to participate in something you knew was wrong. These small actions may not be noticed, but they are examples of courage in everyday life. Courage is also about standing up for your values. In an ever-changing world, standing up for your beliefs and principles can sometimes be difficult. But it is in these moments that courage is tested and shines. You don't have to be a hero to show courage. Start small, but do it with sincerity and determination. Every act of courage, no matter how small, contributes to building a person who not only faces difficulties, but also inspires those around you. Be courageous, starting today. Finally, remember, we cannot avoid adversity in life, but we can choose how we respond to it. Marcus Aurelius, Florence Nightingale, and many other great figures have proven that adversity is not an enemy, but a teacher that helps us become stronger, braver, and wiser. When we embrace adversity with a positive attitude, we will see that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Remember, whatever stands in your way is also the path to your success. Adversity not only teaches us patience, courage, and wisdom, but also helps us find joy and meaning in life. Embrace adversity with gratitude and love, because it is our greatest teacher. Adversity is not just a challenge, but also an opportunity for us to learn, practice, and become the best version of ourselves. When you face difficulties, remember that it is not something to be afraid of, but an opportunity for you to become stronger, more resilient, and more confident. Adversity never comes without a gift. It is an opportunity for you to discover yourself, to understand your abilities better, to grow through each experience. Cherish the adversities in life, because they are the greatest teachers, leading us on the path to maturity and success. What will you choose? Let adversity defeat you, or let it become the greatest teacher in your life? The choice is yours, but I believe that you will choose to stand up, face it, and win. Life is not for the weak. Everything you want is outside your comfort zone. Get out there, embrace the challenges, face them bravely and patiently. Believe that every difficulty is a gift, an opportunity for you to become stronger. Be proud of your scars. Don't hide them. Each scar is a testament to your resilience. Each scar is a story of overcoming, courage, of determination to not give up. Those are the things that make you who you are today. Don't be afraid. Just act. Don't let anything stop you. You are stronger than you think. You have overcome a lot, and you will overcome more. Don't let anything stand in your way. Look at adversity as a test, a challenge to prove your worth. Adversity is the greatest teacher. It's not easy, but it always brings valuable lessons. Be ready to face it, be ready to learn, and be ready to grow. Life is never simple, but if you know how to face adversity, you will find strength and wisdom that nothing else can bring. Turn adversity into opportunity. Get up after every fall, learn from every mistake. And remember, you are never alone on this journey. Each of us is facing our own challenges, and together, we can overcome them all. Life is a long journey, full of difficulty, but also full of opportunities. Don't let anything stand in your way. Remember, adversity is your greatest teacher. Learn from it, grow from it, become stronger from every difficulty you face. Good luck on this journey. I believe that you will overcome every challenge and become the best version of yourself. Embrace adversity with gratitude, and you will see that everything happens for a reason, and that reason is for you to grow and succeed. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video.